All right, let's do an update here with about 40 minutes left in the market. So, starting off here on PayPal, actually, I told you I was into this stock yesterday, getting a nice move up here already. And I was looking at the chart. Basically, I'm looking at this parallel lines too. I want to see it break above this parallel line right here, because currently it's just an ABC pattern. And these are all, that's corrective move, corrective move, corrective move. Yeah, it should be a corrective move, corrective move. Yeah, so we have ABC here. Again, this went to the 1.61 fib. Exactly. And so you would think it's finished. One thing to watch out for is as this moves higher, just make sure that it doesn't turn into being this. If that were to happen, then we'd probably get rejected around here, maybe right in this area, and then come back down here and fill the gap at 45. So I'm just kind of watching this move. There's nothing to really worry about right now. I'm just kind of comparing it to this move and then this move as well to see how it ends up reacting. It does kind of look corrective right now, so I'm going to be watching it over the next probably month or so, and it's also a good candidate for tax loss selling here in a few weeks, so that's something else to watch out for. So if we get a move up here to like, I don't know, 66 bucks, around that area, and it looks corrective to me, I might trim a little bit. And then if we start getting a move down, I'll probably get out and then wait for this move down here. So I don't want to jump the gun and get out too early just because I'm afraid of that. But that's something to watch out for going forward. And if it did bottom, of course, yesterday in the video I said I'm looking for a minimum of 88 bucks, potentially 160. So I think it probably bottomed, but we'll see. Nice move today. SoFi, I'll do a quick update on SoFi. Like I was saying to somebody in the comments, these moves are really pretty complicated now. This move right here looks pretty corrective to me. It did hit this supply zone twice now and bounce out of it. That's not very good. It looks like it could potentially be a ABC move, which would not be good. However, I don't really know as far as where this is going to go. If this is a 5-wave move and this is a corrective move, the next logical move would be to a new low, but I don't see the market dipping like that anytime soon. So I would still say it's probably upside from here, and there's not really any point in like selling or anything like that at this price. We're at barely over book value. I would just hedge, and I probably wouldn't even sell covered calls here, just because the way that they get you is they move this slowly, and you get bored, and you're like, all right, it's probably gonna go down now, and you sell a covered call, and then it takes off. So if you're gonna hedge, I'd probably just buy puts and then just hedge that way, because this could easily just keep on running and slowly make its way up here, and then eventually gets up here, and then it starts running hard. So be careful with SoFi. I might do a more in-depth video later this week. Tesla. So Tesla is not doing what I thought it was going to do. But I did say in the video yesterday that it could go to 248. I think I said that in the video. Pretty sure. And that would have been a B wave, and I still think that that is the most likely scenario here. We're looking at an ABC move here. So A, B, potentially up here to like 250 maybe. But it's still in a supply zone right here. It hasn't broken the parallel line, and this is still an ABC move. So that's why I'm still bearish, regardless of this going up today. I still think this is highly likely to end up being a expanded flat or a running flat or whatever. We still have this gap down here at 224. So I know it's kind of, it seems really bullish, But until it breaks outside this parallel line and breaks out of the supply zone, I won't change my stance on that. I think it's ABC. I think we probably finish a third wave actually right here. I think this is probably something like this. That's kind of what I'm expecting at this point. And I didn't realize, well, I was adding puts right here. And then I realized that it's probably going to go higher. So I added calls here, and I caught this move right here on calls. Still holding my puts. They're out for January and February at 240. So unless we see some kind of crazy move higher here, I'm probably going to stay in those puts and just hedge with calls until I figure out if it's going to keep on going higher or if it's going to play out like I think it's going to play out, which is basically a bull trap like that. So that is my thoughts on Tesla. It looks like we're probably going to be in a fourth wave. This took about a day. So I would imagine this might chop into tomorrow morning. And then we might get a move higher into the event on Thursday. And then maybe a sell the news. That's kind of what I'm betting on right now. But we'll see. What else? Hood real quick. I bought into this one yesterday too. And it's up 2%. Nice move from the lows. I bought in at like 8:30. However, this could be an ABC move right here. But again, I don't really care about the TA on this one as much. It's just a matter of this being the end of the C wave right here. So if it comes back down here to 760 or something, then it's still going to be a C wave again. So it's A, B, C. And we should get that C wave higher up here to 14, 15 bucks. So really, I don't have any doubts on this one unless something dramatic happens. It's just a matter of waiting for it to play out. So 13 to 15 bucks is my target. And I'll take a quick look at Apple, and these aren't even moving that much. So really, same thing I said yesterday, looking for a sell-off here probably in the next couple of weeks. Microsoft up today. Again, it's probably finishing off its fifth wave. So who knows how high that's going to go. I mean, it's just straight up for the last in the last 2 months, it's up 25%. Like, that's insane. They have to have Microsoft go up. That's the only way the market can go higher. Microsoft goes up, Apple goes up. If they don't manipulate these stocks, then the market doesn't go up. So these are basically like, they're stocks, but they're basically just manipulation tools for the market. Like, what a move in 2.5 months. And I sold in the 330, so I am a little bit annoyed. But these moves are just highly irrational. Like, what the heck is going on here? Nvidia is pulling back here. It probably finished a 5-wave move. So I would look for a retrace to the 0.5 fib, potentially, at 444. Seems like a pretty big drop, but they've done a pretty good job of getting this to sell off almost 10%, and it's not really even affecting the overall market. If they can just kind of finesse this down here to here, and the market barely sells off, then we're going to see a huge move in the market if Nvidia makes a third wave. And then the dollar is just falling again. Like I said yesterday, it's probably finishing up that first wave. So I think it's about coming to an end here. Probably see a pullback here within the next couple of weeks on the dollar, and then a pullback in the overall market, I would think. 10-year yield. It's down more today. So we go to the daily. It's probably doing the same thing, finishing up a fifth wave. Almost there, I think. If I was going to guess, I would say low 4.3, maybe. and then I would say a pullback to 4.65 all the way up to 4.85 coming up. So yeah, watch these stocks over the next couple of weeks. They're probably going to go up more, but I would say by mid-December we're probably going to see a pullback. And IWM. I think IWM is probably in the middle of a third wave here. So we have 1, 2. That's kind of what I'm looking for from IWM up to 200. Pretty amazing. This played out exactly as I had it laid out back in May. And so I would expect this to play out exactly how I had it laid out. So we're probably right here, something like that. Up here to 200 or 197 would actually be the real target. So 197 right up here. And that's probably going to happen over the next couple of months, I think. If we're lucky, it will happen quicker. But we do have tax loss selling coming up in the next couple of weeks, so watch out for that. Again, on stocks like PayPal that have just been going straight down, I'm going to be watching it pretty hardcore just to make sure that it doesn't start selling off mid-December. People start taking their losses and then try to rebuy after the New Year's. So you got to watch that. We'll see how it goes. For right now, everything looks good. QQQ, slight dip. But again, this is a corrective move. So let's just say this ends up being the top right here. Then I'd be looking for a wave 2 because this is not the start of a C wave right here. Or this can go higher too. This could end up being a second wave, an overall 5th wave, where we get a 3rd wave all the way up here to 400 or so. So that's pretty much the update. I mostly just trade Tesla all day, so that's pretty much my thoughts on what I see going on with Tesla. It's probably going to come up here to the top of this parallel line. If it breaks that parallel line, then maybe I would change. But again, this does not look like a 5-wave move. This looks like an ABC move to me. You can see pretty clearly that's an ABC move. This looks like a some kind of B wave to me, and then we're getting, it looks like 5 waves here. Pretty bad structure, but I'm going to use these parallel lines to see what happens. But I am expecting a pullback here soon. So let's look at where it's at on the moving averages now, though. So on the moving averages too, on the daily, we're getting to the very top of the Bollinger Band as well. That's another thing to watch. The Bollinger Band, the 20-day, is down here at 225, right where my target would be. So you got to watch that as well. The 50s down here, we're way above that. 200, we're way above that. And we're above the 20. So we are above all the moving averages. That is bullish for sure. But we are at the top of the Bollinger Band, and we're in a daily supply zone. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly, we are above the 20. Yeah, we're above all the moving averages on the weekly too. So I guess that's bullish as well. So I'll be watching for that bullish move. And so basically I have puts, but I hedge my calls. So if we keep on going higher tomorrow, I'm just going to be on lookout for calls. That's all I'll be doing. And then I'll probably close my puts if it becomes invalidated for a loss. And then just ride the trend. If it keeps on going higher, I'll keep on riding that up there. But again, look for this move to probably play out. Boom, and then down here, I would say. On the daily for standard deviations, We do have some room. We can run up here to 280, but that was kind of my target after we fall down here to 224. So we'll see how that plays out. On the weekly, we are right in the middle of the range. On the hourly, kind of in the middle as well. On the 5-minute, we are at the very top of the range, so we could see that one more big move up here tomorrow to like 250, and that would be the very top. You can see we're at the bottom, go to the top, and then probably sell off. So that's pretty much it. I'm just talking about a bunch of random stuff on this video, but those are the stocks I own. And we'll see how PayPal does. We'll see what pattern it plays out. I really hope that's the bottom. We have so many gaps to fill on the upside. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe for more updates. Catch you in the next video.